Alright, so in that last video with the American S100, I said that I received the two locks that were high on my wish list for a very long time from that unknown rich uncle. This is the second one, the Gege pExtra padlock. It's got 5 pins, and one thing that's kind of cool is that the key goes counterclockwise to open. Usually it's clockwise on a padlock, like that. Another interesting thing is that the pExtra core has a trap pin in there that works with this undercut on the key. So a pin comes in from the side, and if it doesn't encounter that overhanging piece of metal, it'll trap the driver pin there. But on this, I made a little tool to deal with it. But on this padlock, it doesn't seem to be there. It doesn't seem to exist. So if anybody has any information about whether or not these padlocks have them in there, because I can't gut it without a little bit of destruction. I have a little piece of electrical tape down here that I use to protect the bottom of the keyway, but it just ripped in half when I used the key. It's not, yeah, the key ripped it in half. I'll get it out later. Hopefully it doesn't interfere with the picking process or gum things up too much. Oh, I can't get this other one on here. Let's one more time. If I don't get it on, I'll just do it without it. Come on. Whatever. All right. Just to protect the bottom of the keyway a little bit. The front pin is pretty high, and that can mar that up quite a bit. There are no spools in here, but there are these really deep serrated pins. So we'll go ahead and start on this. It's got 5 pins. 1, 2 springy, 3 springy, 4 springy. Click from 5. Feels like light binding on 2, but heavier binding on 1. So we'll go with 1. Lift 1 up. Keep slipping off of it though. Okay, click from 1. 2's binding a bit harder. There's a click from 2. 3 springy, 4 springy, 5. Let's see if these are in serrations. So pin 1 was really high up in the warding. You can poke through the warding, but when it gets really high like this, especially on the first one, your pick is almost going vertical. So I can pick off this left warding here to get a little bit more height. Click from 1. That was pretty messy how I did that. All right, let's go back in again. So click from 1. 2 might have fallen back down a bit again. Another click from 2. That was 2. I guess I got into. I think that the pins might be a little bit tapered at the end too. It feels kind of like, hard to say. 4 feels like it's binding down low. Little click from 4. Nothing from 5. Little click from 3. Either click or I fell off of it. 1 is all the way up, so I don't think I'm going to do any more with 1. Let's see if 2 is, no, 3, 5, 4. It's a little bit difficult to tell the difference between the warding and the pins, because you're trying to, okay, click from 3. You're trying to poke the pin up through the hole in the warding, this right warding here. So it's easy to get stuck on the warding. Little click from 2, tiny bit of core rotation. 5 is feeling like it's set. 4 feels, I think, set. 3, can't find 3. 2, might be, oh, click from 2. Thought I might be oversetting it, but it feels like it went past. 4 feels like it fell again, so let's get under 4. L59. No, that's just me slipping off wording there. I might be using too slim of a pick. It's not giving, oh, a little tiny tap on 2 and it got open. Let's see if I can get some of this. Okay, all that junk came out. So there should be a trap pin right about here where the, I think the last driver pin will drop in to that trap pin and you'd need to lift it. And I have this little tool that I could reach in underneath these pins and poke it with, but it just doesn't seem to be there on this lock. So I'm wondering if that has to do with it being in the padlock format. I do run into, it gets stuck right here, but I think that's just on the actuator somehow. And I can, it only gets stuck sometimes, and I can just click past it. Actually, if I, yeah. Let's see, one thing is that if I pull up on it, it'll move the, it'll give me some core rotation past it. You see, it just rotates the whole core. So I think that's just the actuator acting there. But yeah. So we can go ahead and lock it back up again. Like that. And use this nice key again. Sometimes, so key is a little bit hard to get in here. Like if you're in the dark, you might try to line it up down here or somewhere and just get stuck on the wording. You got to line it up just right, and then remember to turn it counterclockwise. And there we go. Anyways, that's the Gege pExtra padlock. If you know about that trap pin, let me know. Thanks.